$400 million. Now, a lot of you probably have some blank spaces in your mind as to what that even means. So let me put that into perspective for you. I make 0.000000024% of $400 million a year. I drive a beautiful 1996 Nissan Altima. I work full-time. I pay for my college tuition. And I buy a coffee every day on my way to school. Pretty average life for a girl going to college. But wait, we're not talking about me here. We're going to get deep down into the details of somebody who has been in the starlight for 13 short years. Somebody has won thousands of rewards. That's right, we're talking about the one, the only, the nightmare, dressed like a daydream herself, T-Swift. Now, I could go on a lot about T-Swift. I could tell you about her little brother Austin, the song she wrote about him starting Never Growing Up, one of my favorites. I could talk about how she learned guitar from a computer repairman when she was just 10. Crazy. I could go on to talk about the diary entries that she released when she released her new Lover album, her newest album that she released earlier this year. I could talk about the house she lived in, how she lived on a tree farm with her parents. I could talk about how she started her music career, but no. We're going to talk about why she went silent. Dun dun dun. So, Taylor Swift, she loves to talk. She talks about everything from Instagram posts to tweets to a vlog. She goes in thousands of interviews. She is talkative. For the first 6 years of her singing career, every concert that she had, she would play a video of people who may or may not be the actual people her songs were written about, talking about how her songs affected their life. Wow, that's kind of in depth. But why'd she go silent? After she released her Reputation album, that was that. She released it. There was no post. She stayed out of the media. She was down low. We didn't even know who she was dating. Okay, all of her songs are about that. Well, according to 73% of you. Actually, that's not correct. A lot of her songs are about exes, boyfriends, but she also has songs about her little brother. She wrote songs about a little boy who had cancer called Roman. She wrote songs called I'm Only Me When I'm With You about her friends. The Best Day was about her mother. Crazy, right? So, a lot of her songs are about truly deep, meaningful things. And we're going to get into that later. But first, I'm going to take you back to 2009 and the MTV Awards. Taylor Swift didn't only get nominated for an award, but she won an award. For her video, You Belong With Me, she won the Best Female Music Video Award. Ooh, that's a big accomplishment, especially because she was only 19 at the time. But then, her friend, they were friends, Kanye West. Wow. Okay, so Kanye West and Taylor, they were friends. And when she got this reward, I don't know what happened to Kanye. Something just clicked in his mind and he jumped on stage and took the mic out of Taylor's hand. Okay, she's 19. She's probably terrified to give her speech to begin with, and now one of her friends comes to sabotage the whole thing, but it gets better. And I quote, he takes the mic and says, "Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for ya and all, and I'm gonna let you finish. But first, Beyonce had the best music video of all time." Hands the mic back to Taylor. Before Taylor could even say a single word, her time was up. Wow. Rude. Her friend just took her spotlight from her, and she was only 19 when she got this award. And even Kanye felt bad about it. In fact, in an interview he did later later that month, he's quoted saying, "My entire life, I've only wanted to give and do what is right. After that moment, I immediately knew that I was in the wrong." Publicly apologizing to Taylor Swift. Of course, because Taylor's freaking amazing, she forgave him. But then, in November of that year, she released a song called Innocent. I've listened to this song thousands of times before I even started this research project. I loved the song. Kanye didn't. Kanye felt like the song that Taylor had released directly affected him. He felt like she wrote this song about him. So hypothetically, even if she did write the song about him, the song is about how good people do bad things, but that doesn't make them bad people. Quote, "You're still an innocent." That's not really anything to get offended about, but okay, Kanye got offended, took back his apology publicly, and then he also released a song. He released a song called Famous. And I quote, in the song lyrics, it goes, "I think me and Taylor might still fuck because I made that bitch famous." Wow. Even if Innocent was about Kanye, it wasn't a negative song about him. And she didn't actually use his name in the song. And then he calls Taylor out like that, saying that the only reason why she's famous was because of the song. Wow, okay. So that's rude on a whole nother level. Taylor, what does she do? She doesn't fight back. She doesn't do anything. She goes silent. She releases her Reputation album with a song in it called "Look What You Made Me Do," which she did confirm in an interview done in 2016 that song was, in fact, about Kanye. Look what you made me do. After that, dead silent. People think she went to Nashville to work on her newer albums. We don't know that for sure. Wouldn't she still update her Instagram wall, add a Snapchat story? I know it might not seem that big of a deal, but she posts all the time, and now all of a sudden she doesn't. In an interview that she did after her Reputation album was released and her new album Lover was also released, she goes in an interview in The View, and when asked about this, she said, "There will be no explanation. There will just be my reputation." She told the host, and so that was kind of what I decided when I named the album. I decided that I was just going to leave behind my reputation. I was going to stick with it. I didn't give anybody an explanation because I didn't feel like I had to. Now, Taylor Swift released her Lover album, her Lover album is actually nominated for a few Grammys. She's doing great. Her and Kanye aren't really speaking anymore. This just shows that even famous people get backstabbed by people who they feel are really close to them.